Of course, I would also agree that the diagnosis would be PCOS. I would rule out type 2 diabetes because for some of the symptoms, they do not correlate with some of the symptoms that we're giving. One of them was the increased plasma lactate and the hair loss. When I looked online, I did my research to see if alopecia or hair loss was related to having type 2 diabetes. I did not see that that was one of the causes. I see that on healthline.com. If you do have type 2 diabetes and you are showing hair loss, the only thing that you can do, well, what you can do is just change your eating habits, and that should help with the hair loss. But with PCOS, the hair loss is one of the symptoms automatically, which does cause the alopecia. So I am turning more towards it being PCOS than it being type 2 diabetes and the heart disease as well. With the PCOS, and what also correlates with the PCOS and the type 2 diabetes is the inflammation and the discoloration of the skin. What I can see is that the discoloration of the skin, that is a sign of type 2 diabetes, the discoloration of the neck. But I can say that there are more discolorations with the PCOS because it comes on other parts of the body that are inflamed. Like I stated on the last video, such as the underarm and the neck, of course, is the two main places that you will see. And you can also see some discoloration on the stomach as well because of the inflammation. So you can see them under the arms, on the neck, and on the stomach. I would also agree that, like you stated, it is PC. I believe that the diagnosis would be PCOS because the information correlates with each other very well. It seems as the weeks goes on, they are showing more and more symptoms that correlate with this hormone imbalance. I would like to validate that for me, I wouldn't believe that it is the cardiovascular disease because when I was looking into the cardiovascular disease, it didn't have any, it has some of the qualities of the symptoms that were given, but it isn't showing as much as the PCOS was showing as well. I do want to go ahead and say, like I stated in the beginning, I do agree that it is PCOS because more of the symptoms correlate with each other and more of the symptoms go with having, once you have PCOS, you are higher risk of having the heart disease and also having the type 2 diabetes because they do correlate with each other. But someone that has type 2 diabetes isn't automatically put in the same group of someone that has PCOS. It's more likely for them to start by having PCOS and to develop the type 2 diabetes than to have the type 2 diabetes and develop the PCOS. I got my information from thehealthline.com. I also got it from the PCOS AA, and I got it from the Mayo Clinic.